Good morning. Yes, it is Tuesday morning, and we are speaking about the blood as we are leading up to Good Friday. Yes, it was a Good Friday for you and I, not for Jesus who hung upon that cross of Calvary, but it was a Good Friday because there on the cross of Calvary, Jesus became your sin and my sin, and he defeated the enemy upon the cross for you and I so that we could walk in the victory of our Christianity. Isn't that wonderful to know that we have victory in the walk each and every single day? We have victory. And today I want to speak to you. Every drop of blood counted for you. Every drop of blood that fell upon the ground, every drop of blood that came from the body of Jesus Christ was counted on your behalf to pay the price that you and I could not pay. You see, Jesus, on that night he was arrested, he was taken and he was flogged like a criminal. He was innocent in every way. He was righteous in everything that he did. He was holy. He was a lamb without spot or blemish. But yet they treated him like a criminal. And that he did, again, to remind you that he did it for you and I. I cannot stress the point enough that what Jesus Christ did on that Passover weekend, he did it for you and I to give us life, to give us more than just ordinary life, but to give us an abundant life, because this is what the enemy wants to destroy from you. That what Jesus Christ accomplished upon the cross of Calvary for you. Matthew 7:27-26 says this. They released a criminal where they could have, Pontius Pilate could have released Jesus. They released Barabbas to them, but he had Jesus flogged and handed him over to be crucified. Again, treated like a criminal, treated like one who was a criminal that deserved what he deserved, yet he did not deserve to once to be beaten, nor to be nailed upon a cross, but to be worshipped, to be honored, to be revered in every area. Yet man took him and treated him like a criminal for you and I. He stood in our place. That what we should have gone through, he went through on our behalf. Now Pilate ordered his flogging. We know it was 39 lashes that was placed upon the back of Jesus, again to carry all of our unrighteousness upon him, drawing blood. Can you imagine that? Every lash, every stroke, everything that the enemy placed, he placed upon the back of Jesus. But Jesus carried it for us. The enemy trying to again treat him like a criminal. But he said, you know what? Every stripe you lay upon my back, I am taking this for humanity, to set humanity free. I will carry their sin. I will carry their burden to the cross on their behalf. You see, in their lashes, they found no response of remorse for the crime he did not commit, but like a silent lamb, he went to a slaughter, not opening his mouth, not complaining, not saying, I do not deserve what you are doing to me. But again, he said, you know what? I'm going to carry this sin. I'm going to carry this burden. I'm going to take it to the cross because I'm here to release humanity back into the presence of God. That what the enemy robbed, that what the enemy did by taking humanity away from God. I'm going to bring them back to my Father, but I have to go the way of the cross. I have to allow them to open my back, to lay these lashes upon my back so that I can carry the sin, that I can carry their burden. You see, every lash that was laid on his back was meant for you and I, but he stood in our place. He stood in the gap for you and I. He was innocent in every way, yet he took on your sin and my sin. Isaiah 55 verse 3 says this, but he was pierced for our rebellion. Notice what Isaiah writes. He's prophesying this and he's saying this is what Jesus is going to do. He crushed for our sin. He was beaten so that we could be whole. He was whipped so we could be healed. You see, the healing stripes that was placed upon the back of Jesus was a spiritual, physical of healing taking place. The beating that we deserved, he said, I'm going to take on that beating, because you know what? I'm going to allow them to take on my righteousness, because I stand righteous before the Father, yet condemned on behalf of humanity. Every stripe that Roman soldier placed on his back brought a healing to all who would call upon his name. I want to say to you today that you need to call upon his name. You need to be healed from the sin of this world. And for you to be healed from the sin of this world, you need to allow Jesus Christ to become part of your life, inviting him into your heart. You see, when we die, we carry healing. We carry his healing, because that of what he suffered upon the cross of Calvary, and the lashes that was laid upon his back that was meant for you and I, he took it upon himself so that we could stand one day in the presence of our Heavenly Father. He said this, I go and prepare a place for you.